Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest tonight is an author and the sex columnist for Details magazine. Please welcome back to our program, Anka Radakovich. So, Anka, thank you very much for coming back. Good to have you here.
For more fun, they're wild out there.
Oh, they are, yes. Now, tell us, what kind of sexy stuff have you been up to lately? What's going on?
Well, I just investigated the world of nude recreation.
Nude recreation?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I went to a nudist colony.
You went to a nudist colony.
Right.
Are these things still around? Because I thought that was a real 60s thing, a nudist colony.
Apparently, they're back.
They're back?
Yeah, and I went there.
And what was the story? Just paint the scene for us, if you will. I mean, what's it like in a nudist
Well, I walked in and people were playing tennis and people were playing volleyball, you know, and they're like, and the people sort of look like, you know, those ice cream guys like Tom and Ben and Jerry.
Ben and Jerry?
Yeah, or Jerry Garcia.
All of them. Yeah. So it's really?
Yeah, they're playing.
I don't want to see Ben and Jerry naked. I mean, I like their ice cream, but that's not a nice image.
Well, a lot of the people there you wouldn't want to see naked, but there they are, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's people who don't look good naked go to these things.
Right. A lot of endomorphs.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know, I go in there and you know, I start talking to a couple guys, and you know, we start talking, and you know, I'm talking about the utopian philosophy of the nudist colony, and you know how lovely it is there, and I'm going on and on and on, and they're not listening to a thing that I'm saying, and I look down, and they are fully aroused, of course, and you know what's so great about a place like that is you can gauge at any time how exciting your conversation is.
So one of the few advantages of a nudist colony. All right. So now tell me, what are the rules at a nudist colony?
Yeah, they do have a couple of rules there. First of all, there's no sexual activity. You know, you can't do anything.
You just said there was, actually.
You know, but I mean, you know, it's there, but it's not supposed to be there.
Okay.
And then the second...
So people aren't supposed to hit on each other or make dates.
You know, but they do have a rule that you have to sit on a towel. You know, I mean, come on. You know, I'm glad they have that rule, because who wants to, you know, who wants to sit on a sweaty bench with, you know, embedded with curly hairs, you know? So I can, you know.
You could have just stopped on sit on a towel, you know? You don't have to keep going and tell us why specifically they ask you to do that.
Right. So then, you know, as I walked around, people tried to pick me up, of course. You know.
So well, you're nude. I mean, no offense,
you know,
but you're naked.
You know, everyone's
You're
naked,
walking around naked.
But I did hear one of the best pickup lines I've ever heard. I was laying there, you know, enjoying my nude sunbathing, and some guy walked by me and said, "Excuse me, miss, I don't mean to be fresh, but can I wipe the ants off your butt?" Yeah.
I've tried that line with no success, actually.
Yeah, well, I thought it was original.
Yeah.
It was an original line.
Are you writing this stuff down?
I've got 3 venial and 2 mortal sins already.
Venial.
This is the... Did you see how beautifully your conversation segues right into this conversation here?
Keeping track of your thoughts.
Oh yeah,
on this?
yeah. We got like 45 up here.
Don't keep them more than 5 seconds.
All right. Too late already. What did you see at this thing that you had never seen before? Because, Uncle, let's face it, you've seen it all. Is there any sight that you saw that was just a whole new experience for you?
I saw my first penile pump. Yeah. I mean, where else are you going to see those? Where else are you going to see a penile pump? I saw this guy bouncing around. He looked like he was in his 70s. And I said, look at that guy over there. He's bouncing around, you know, fully there all day. And they said, oh, that's Norm. He just had the penile pump. So he was running around the nudist colony playing tennis with the pump, you know. And then I saw another guy there.
Really? It's like the thing on your sneaker. It's just the same.
Like, you know, you pump it up, you know.
Right.
It's like the Nike shoe.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
They're actually made by Nike, I believe.
Yeah.
They're available. I'm just telling you the facts.
New product on the market. You know.
Yeah.
And so then I saw another guy who had a genital piercings with a little hook at the end. And
ladies and gentlemen, she is a reporter of the facts. That's all that's happening here.
You know,
wait,
there to investigate. You know.
So he had a what kind of piercing?
It was like a little little ring at the end there. And I always wondered, you know, what do you do with your keys? Well, he had his keys stuck on the end.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, well,
wait,
you know.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? This guy seriously kept his keys there?
Yeah, he had the whole keys, and all the other people at the nudist colony were laughing. And
oh man, what if you're like opening the door and someone inside opens it? You know, I mean, I'm just asking questions that have to be asked. Wait a minute.
you know, for a minute,
Was I the only one wondering about that? No, I wasn't. You at home, admit it.
well, for a minute, I thought he was the janitor at the nudist colony. You know.
Wait a minute. Now, aren't your parents here tonight? Seriously, someone told me that your parents are here.
Yeah, they're here listening to all this.
Your parents are actually listening to this
Mom
stuff?
and Dad, yeah.
Are they actually in the audience somewhere?
I think they're there somewhere.
Hi!
Hi, Mom!
I love how we,
you know,
I love how you say your parents are here and we cut to two young men waving enthusiastically. We love you, Anka!
you know, after this appearance, they'll be joining the Witness Protection Program.
Now tell me, you met, and then I mean, come on, let's face it, whenever we have you on, we have to talk about this stuff. You met John Wayne Bobbitt, yes?
Right. I went to a porno awards ceremony in Cannes. You know, I didn't want to go to the regular Cannes Film Festival. I wanted
Don't you ever get tired of this stuff?
Well,
I mean,
you know, I find perversion endlessly fascinating, you know.
Yeah, sure.
People want to read about it, you know.
Right.
So when I'm researching my articles...
So you met John Wayne Bobbitt at the Cannes Film Festival.
Right. And he's a big porno actor now, you know that. And,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's a big porno
Yeah,
actor.
so he won some honorarium award for his movie or something. So he got up to accept the award, and he got up, and the first thing he said was, you know, there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and realizing that you have no penis. You know. So then he goes on and he thanks his doctor, and he thanks his best friend who drove him to the hospital. And I'm thinking, what is he gonna like thank the road crew that retrieved the thing? You know, I mean, he's like, you know.
So
like,
just sort of an otherworldly acceptance speech.
yeah, you know, he's like thanking everybody.
All right.
You know, but then he showed it to me afterwards at the party.
I didn't ask, did I? Did I ask? I don't think I asked.
Well, I didn't ask to see it, but he's with the manager, and the manager's like, you want to see it, Anka? You want to see it? I mean, his manager's literally merchandising the meat over here, you know? And I'm like, yeah, well, if you want to show it to me, yeah, I guess I'll take a look. So we went in the men's room stall, and he showed it to me.
Okay, I don't want to even know.
Well, his manager...
Someone else ask her. I don't want to know.
Andy, would you like to know what it's like?
No, let's not even ask about that.
His manager told me that Bobbitt meant beautiful penis in French.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. You know.
It's the most romantic language in the world. All right. Well, Anka Radakovich, you are, of course, the writer. Your stuff can be read in Details magazine, and you can be seen pretty much at any one of these perverse places.
Right.
You're roaming around.
Gathering material.
Gathering stuff for us. Anka Radakovich, everybody. We'll be right back with Heather Eatman. We'll see you in a second.